This one does look like sugar or glass. It has a really great sparkle to it. Some other cool features about it, of course, the distress colors. So the color palette is very unique. Some of the other things, like, let's see, which one do I want to do? Oh, I'll do mode one. That's a good one. So what's interesting is that the color itself really has a great sparkle to it in the jar. But you'll also notice when I open the jar that it doesn't go everywhere, which is what I like about the glitter. It's a chunkier glitter. So these are all a very chunky, coarse glitter. Rock Candy, however, is still a blend. So when we launched Rock Candy Dry Glitter last year, that is a blend. So that's why if you look at Rock Candy, it's actually a blend of fine, ultra-fine, coarse, and chunky glitter. So it's still going to have a very delicate look to it. And you can even feel the difference between this one and this one. This is a lot more chunky. So it's got a great appeal. When you go to put it onto a surface, you can put it on a lot of different ways. And you can put it on a lot of different surfaces. So let's just take a surface like this. We'll take this butterfly, and maybe we want to work with this. I haven't done any. I just glued it on.
Really?
Yeah. That's what's really
embossing,
cool.
no nothing.
Nope. Nope. So when you go to put it onto a surface, here's some of the things that I like to do. So I'll show you on Grunge Board, and then I'll even jump back to that. You can go in with your ink pads. You can go in with your paints, you can go in with stain, you can go in with whatever you want, and you can color a surface. If I'm going to work with something light, for example, like tumbled glass, or if I want to work with spun sugar, I'll normally choose to go with a paint, and it could be any kind of color of paint, but I want something a little light because it's going to give it a softer look from the beginning. This is still an opaque glitter, but depending on how much glitter you get to color the surface, it's always good to start with a surface that's going to at least complement what you're using. So here I'll just go with a little bit of distressed paint. That's going to give us just a little color there. I can dry this surface if I want. Then we're going to talk about our adhesives. So our adhesives, there's a lot of different adhesives that people tend to work with glitter. Most of the time people are very prone to working with surfaces like, I don't know, Xyron or Wonder Tape even. And those dry adhesives are really good for most glitters, not for this glitter. Okay? This glitter is going to give you the best results with a wet adhesive. And the reason is because of the type of glitter, because it is not a Mylar glitter. If you just look at it like, oh, thanks. No worries. Thanks for bringing that table back. Now I got to put stuff. And I'll just show you from the cap here. If you look at just the particles in there, they just look like punched pieces of plastic. They don't really look like much of anything. But yet when you see it in the jar and you see the way the light hits it, it's really sparkly. And that's what's important to understand about this particular glitter. So what I'm going to do is go in, apply the adhesive. I can work with glossy accents, I can work with glue and seal, I can work with multi-medium, you can work with really any adhesive that you want to work with. So here I'll just show you with some glossy accents. This one I did with glue and seal, by the way, on a larger surface. I would work with that.
Because it looks like you could just dust that right off. That's why I wasn't putting that too hard. It's going to let you feel it. Yeah. I thought, we're starting with that. It's dusty.
Yeah, pretty cool. I know, isn't it great? It has such a good look. So I'm just going to spread that around. Put that onto just some surface. Take my glitter, and I'm going to dump it right over the top. And again, same thing. I don't have to worry about the glitter going airborne. Shake it off. Take the rest of the glitter, put that right back in there. And we're going to dry it. So, if I wanted to just let it air dry, I can, but this is also a heat stable glitter. Another feature of this glitter, because if you try to do this with the Mylar glitter, it's just going to melt.
This will be on a blog or somewhere.
It will be right after the show. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was
definitely. I want to write it down. And
no, I'm going to do a video as soon as I get back from CHA, so probably on Monday. Yeah, it was really tough. I couldn't do a blog about it. I couldn't teach it in my class. I had to do presentations. I couldn't say it. It's like crazy. All I've wanted to say for like the last 3 weeks is like glitter, 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 glitter. Huh?
So don't ever do that again.
That's exactly what I said to Alan.
Did you?
I did. I said, you want to do this again? No problem, but pick another person.
Yeah.
Like I've already taken my hit. That's what I said.
Okay, you've had your turn.
I've had my turn, yeah. Next one, do Dye or do someone else, but don't do me. Because I want to share way too much before the show. I want people to understand it before they get it. Because I'm sure a lot of people saw glitter and they were like, yeah, okay. Because there's a lot of education usually when I do something as far as what it can do. So I'm just going to dry this. And again, we could let this air dry, but I want my glue to dry because I want to show you the other feature that this has that I think is really fun. What's fun about this is that as beautiful as it is just on its own, because it's a great look, because it looks like glass glitter. Any of the excess, you can just tap it off. There's not going to be much on there. But what I can do with this is I can go in and I can alter this. This is an inkable glitter. So I'm able to go in with my distress ink like I did here, and I can alter it. I can give it a vintage look. So if I wanted to create much more of a tarnished look, I can go in with my blending tool and my distress ink, and I could actually ink right over the glitter. And it's going to dry on the glitter. So this will completely change the way this looks. No, you can't. And this, just to show you in true color, that's the effect that you're going to get. Really cool. So comparing this to that, that's the same color. And if I wanted to go over the entire thing, if I didn't want to leave that center area light, because I wanted to actually tint the whole thing, you can. You just dab it over the entire thing. And you don't need tons of ink.